My name is Michel Aubin. I'm from Surrey, Ontario. I'm fighting out of the Ken Bukan Karate Dojo. I specialize in traditional Okinawan karate. To be totally honest, guys, I know nothing about my opponent. I just know I'm ready to go and get him. I hope everybody's ready, because I'm out there to give a good show. I'm ready to go. I've been waiting for this for a long time. Andre Rocher, I hope you're ready, because I'm coming to get you.
On the fight too, Colkster, we have heavyweights here. We have first in the ring is going to be Michael Aubin up from Sudbury, up near my parts. And an interesting note is he is one of the top students of our top heavyweight, John the Animal Cole.
Most definitely, and that's some great company to have as far as knowing what to expect. And when you get in the ring, there again, will he be able to apply all of the technique and everything you learn in training and bring it into the ring? We just saw in the first fight with Clint Martin. I tell you what, things happen pretty fast and furious there, Pete, so you got to be ready for everything.
Oh, that's the beauty of this game, is you never know what's going to go down. Now, one thing that Mr. Aubin neglected to tell in his pre-fight interview was his wrestling background. I don't know if he was trying to fool people, but
maybe trying to hide it a little bit.
Well, that's smart. You know, exactly what I would do. But yeah, he's been wrestling as long as I could remember, probably as long as he can remember. Couple that in with the traditional Okinawan, the boxing, we've got a well-rounded MMA fighter.
My name is Andre Rocher. I'm from Rouyn-Noranda, Quebec, and now I live in Ottawa. I'm pretty much a freestyle mixed martial artist, but I really like striking, and I'm still working on honing these skills. I worked a lot on my conditioning, and I'm very aggressive. I'm just starting off in this sport, so you'll certainly see me try hard. I'm 37 years old, so I make everything count. I prepare for this fight for about 3 months. My conditioning is great. I'm going to walk in the ring very aggressive, and I'm going to punish you every time you try something.
We can talk about technique all day long, Pete. If you are not in shape in mixed martial arts, it is not going to be your ability to carry out that technique. That's something that is something that most MMA fighters that are successful understand.
And that's something that Andre, the Major Rocher, definitely understands. A lifelong military man. Interesting note is he is the first Canadian military major to ever fight in MMA. So guaranteed, his physicalities are beyond what most people are, and he's ready to go for his freedom fight debut.
Well, I also think that anybody in the military will understand the discipline needed to train in MMA, and that is something that with the military he'll be able to transfer into his MMA career.
That's right, and very well-rounded athlete. He knows what he needs to do in there, so he works the ground, as you see with Jason Motard from Fit MMA, one of the top MMA clubs in Ottawa, and one hell of a boxer. I saw him personally knock out a good friend of mine in Winnipeg last year. Very impressive debut. He's gone on to win since then, and let's see if he wants to go one step closer to a freedom fight heavyweight title.
Two combatants are ready to roll.
This fight is in the heavyweight division, sponsored by Counter-Strike Fightwear Gear and OttawaEntertainment.ca. First up in the blue corner, hailing from Sudbury, Ontario, this wrestler is representing the Sudbury Mixed Martial Arts Club, making his freedom fight debut, weighing in at 220 pounds. This is Michael Aubin. Introducing his opponent, representing Ottawa's Fit Mixed Martial Arts Club, he is the first Canadian military major to compete in mixed martial arts. He enters freedom fight with decades of combat training, and he is ready for the freedom fight test. Weighing in at 220 pounds, this is Major Andre Rocher.
Well, he looks like he's in shape and ready to go with in the military, though. No weapons allowed without a rifle.
Hand to hand, Koga. Hand to hand.
We'll see what he's like without a scope.
Well, I think his scope is going to be under his gloves, and you know, Michael Aubin, he's coming in there with Okinawan stand-up training, extensive wrestling background, very well-rounded, 2 heavyweights. Let's see what they bring to the table. Oh, Aubin not wasting any time, closing the distance.
Trying to get into a clinch situation, and as you said, close that distance, pin him in the corner. Let's see if he's able to take him down from here.
Well, right now it looks like he's trying to out-muscle the Major. Major looks like he might have a good 10, 15 pounds on him, but Aubin doing a good job at controlling. Nice.
Nice throw. Very nice sweep.
Ends up in prime position, too. Kudos to Aubin. Great position.
Will he be able to maintain this and keep his balance, because he has the Major in a world of trouble here early?
Well, he seems to be doing a good job. He's not rushing.
Yep.
Maintaining his position.
Taking what is given to him and not really looking for something that's not there is always very important.
That's the key to jiu-jitsu. That's the key to jiu-jitsu. Oftentimes he's striking just to make the guy's arm come up, setting up for an armbar.
Well, if it's not there, then you just got to keep working on the body, hoping that you can open something else up a little later on.
That's right, Kalkster. Right now, the Major just holding on, trying to buy time.
Well, he's got the side control, which even makes him more dangerous. A couple more options to his arsenal at this point in time.
He looks to be working the elbows. He likes those. Not really having much effect on the Major.
No, if it was going 3 rounds, then you could say definitely in that 3rd round, that would something that you can keep working on. But there again, he is only taking what is given to him.
That's right. The Major doing okay at defending. You know, he's controlling the arm, controlling the leg so that he can obtain better position. Here we are. It looks like Aubin's setting up a key lock. Indeed he is.
Yep. Trying to get that Kimura, not having nothing to do with it.
Excellent defense by the Major, and rises back to his feet. Now it's a whole different game. We've got a knee to the gut. Aubin looks a little bit winded here.
Already.
Oh, nice left, nice right by the Major. Oh, to a series of uppercuts sends Aubin down, and that's it. He's out.
Well, you know what? That's one thing. You can come out there and you can really go at a guy, but if you can't continue that pace speed, I mean, the Major did a great job of not getting hurt, not getting in too much trouble.
Well, he didn't panic. That's the main thing. Like here, we see it right here. You know, he was in some of the worst positions in MMA, kept his composure, waited for his opportunity. Actually, it was Aubin who waited for the opportunity, looking for the key lock, which gave the Major the opportunity to reverse and stand up. And then what happened from there?
Major controlled that hip and not allowing him to get over on that key lock or the Kimura. And then just finished him off with the uppercut. Don't dip your head and bend your waist, bend at the waist too much.
No, not a good idea. Aubin appears to be okay. Regained his senses.
Well, that's a great thing with MMA. I mean, a lot of people compare it to boxing, and I just think that of the 2 sports, MMA, if you do get caught, the ref steps in very quickly. In boxing, they'll give you 8 seconds to regain your composure, only to take more abuse for maybe another 2 or 3 rounds.
Well, that's why boxing has the stellar safety record that it does. And yes, I'm being sarcastic.
Yes,
in
exactly.
MMA, I've done hundreds of fights personally, and I haven't had one serious injury. And I love it because these are friends of mine, and I respect every athlete.
Ladies and gentlemen, referees from this contest in the first round of 2 minutes and 13 seconds, TKO. In favor of Major Andre De La Chaise.
Well, a successful freedom fight debut for the Major. I know he's been working really hard for this, and congratulations to him, representing all the troops throughout the world.
Most definitely, and what a great debut that was.
I'm ringside with the winner, Andre De La Chaise. Andre, right off the hop, your opponent takes the fight to the ground. Looks like he had you in a pretty sticky spot trying to work the armbar. Is there any concerns there?
No concern whatsoever. I always felt very secure. Actually, when he toppled me, when he actually got me on the ground, there's a bit of worry there. But about the armbar, I felt very secure.
Again, this is a fellow that was just making his debut, a little bit of an unpredictable attack, and definitely someone who came in with a ground game. Did you have any type of game plan coming into this fight?
I wanted to take the fight to him. I wanted to use my aggressiveness, my athleticism, take the fight to him and keep pressure on him. And apparently that worked out.
You're a little bit of an anomaly here. You're kind of an inspiration for a lot of the guys out there. You're coming at 37 years old. Do you feel age has any factor in MMA?
Well, let the fans speak about that.
And
your answer.
We have a little bit of a landmark situation here. The first major of the Canadian Armed Services to come in here. So anything to say for the boys that are fighting overseas?
Yes, well, first of all, I would say I appreciate the fans for being here, buying so many tickets, and being so many tonight. Thank you very much. It's one thing to watch guys fight for show, but there are guys that are fighting sometimes in the streets of Ottawa, sometimes any streets, but I'd like you to think about the people and the families that are staying behind from all the boys that are in Afghanistan. Support your troops.
Andre Durocher, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, a message that means a lot to me, Pete, as well, and very well represented is the Major, Andre Durocher.